Lipids are organic compounds made of carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen atoms. Lipids are not soluble in water. They are nonpolar. The function of a lipid is to carry fat-soluble vitamins and fatty acids to the cell, make up molecules, make up cell membranes, and store energy. There are 3 types of lipids: triglycerides, phospholipids, and steroids. Triglycerides are made of 1 molecule of glycerol and 3 fatty acids. They are used by the body to store energy. Phospholipids are made of 1 glycerol and 2 fatty acids. They are used in the body to form cell membranes. The phosphate head is hydrophilic or water-loving, and the fatty acid tails are hydrophobic or water-hating. Steroids are made of 4 attached carbon rings. They are used by the body as hormones such as testosterone, cholesterol, and vitamin D. Triglycerides and phospholipids both contain fatty acids. Fatty acids can be saturated, unsaturated, or polyunsaturated. Saturated fats have the maximum number of hydrogen atoms and no double or triple bonds. They tend to be solids at room temperature. Unsaturated fats do have double or triple bonds, and because of this, they do not have the maximum number of hydrogen atoms. Unsaturated fats tend to be liquids at room temperature. Polyunsaturated fats have multiple double and triple bonds. A trans fat can be made when unsaturated fat is transformed into a saturated fat by adding hydrogens in a process known as hydrogenation. Food industries make trans fat so that vegetable oil, a liquid, can become more solid. They are found in foods like margarine, frosting, and shortening. Right now, the FDA is requiring food companies to phase out trans fats because they are a threat to public health. Proteins are organic compounds. They are macromolecules composed of amino acids. There are 20 different amino acids. Those 20 amino acids can come together in millions of combinations to make different proteins. Here you see the structure of an amino acid. The R group gives the amino acid its chemical properties. The R group can be a carbon side chain, a hydrogen atom, or a functional group. When amino acids join together, a water is released and a peptide bond is formed. If only 2 amino acids join together, it is a dipeptide. If many join together, it's a polypeptide. Proteins are polypeptides. They usually have more than 100 amino acids joined together. The sequence of amino acids in a protein cause it to have a specific shape. This shape determines the function of a protein. Proteins are used by the body for support, transport, nutrients, and chemical reactions. The protein collagen forms tendons and bones. It also supports the skin. The protein hemoglobin is found in the blood and is used to transport oxygen throughout the body. The protein we eat is used by the body to make new proteins. The non-essential amino acids cannot be supplied through the body. They must come from the food you eat. If you do not have one of these amino acids your body needs, you will not be able to make the protein that it needs. Proteins can be enzymes. Enzymes are catalysts. Catalysts are substances that speed up chemical reactions by lowering the energy needed to start the reaction. This is known as activation energy. Enzymes are specific to chemical reactions. The reactant will bind to the active site of the enzyme. Catalysts are not used up during the reaction. Nucleic acids store genetic information and contain the directions used to make proteins. The two types of nucleic acids are DNA and RNA. Nucleotides are made up of nucleic acids, which contain a phosphate group, a sugar, and a nitrogenous base. DNA forms a double strand, while RNA is a single strand. In both strands, the sugar and the phosphate form the sides. The base is the part that sticks out to the side. In DNA, the bases line up across from one another and are bonded together by hydrogen bonds. The following Venn diagram compares DNA to RNA. As seen in the last slide, DNA is double-stranded while RNA is single-stranded. Both contain the bases adenine, cytosine, and guanine. They are different by one base. DNA has thymine and RNA has uracil. They are both made of nucleic acids, but the sugar in DNA is deoxyribose and the sugar in RNA is ribose. Both DNA and RNA are found in the nucleus. They both play a part in protein synthesis. DNA contains the genetic information for the protein, but RNA must first translate that information in order for the protein to be made.